Alhamdulillah. Sheikh, my question is about invasion of personal prayer space. So sometimes people come from the front, trying to pass by the sides of a person, making up missed congregational rakas. But while doing so, they end up invading his personal prayer space by entering a leg or foot or arm. Like the space to pass by safely is really small, so they still take the risk. So is he obliged to raise his hands and stop them from passing? One point that the person faces this issue in a masjid of a Deobandi markaz, and mostly their teachers and students pass by like this. And also they are usually intolerant to opinions that are not part of the Hanafi madhab. Uh, Jazakallahu khairan, Shaykh.
Wajazak. First of all, the prohibition is from passing in front of a person praying. Putting his hand or his leg does not invalidate it. So if there's a person praying and someone reaches in front of him with his hand to pick up a mushaf from a shelf or something in front of him, this does not invalidate the salat, because the prohibition is in him passing. Him being stationary in front of the person praying does not impact the prayer, as in the case of Mother Aisha, when the Prophet used to pray and she was lying in front of him throughout the whole prayer. So no one would say, oh, this invalidates the prayer, because she did not pass. She was in front of him, stationary. There's nothing wrong in that. Secondly, if you're making up for missed rak'ahs, the moment the Imam gives salam, you stand up, you move forward a step or two or three, no problem, until you reach someone who's sitting and you're so close to him that would prevent people from invading your personal space when praying. Or you walk to a pillar or to a wall, providing it's a step or two. So usually when you do this, you block people from doing that, and Allah knows best. As for the fact that they're Deobandi or they are intolerant, the hell with them. I'm following the Sunnah. Who cares what they think? The Prophet ordered me, ﷺ, to stop who wants to invade and walk through. And if he doesn't stop, I should push him and fight him. So this is from the Sunnah, because he's the one who's transgressing, not me. I'm just following what the Prophet taught, ﷺ. And one has to use wisdom and see the consequences of his action, because sometimes you have to lose a battle in order to win the war. With such ignorant people, it's highly advised not to pray in their masjids. Go and put yourself with people who follow the Sunnah, the way of the Prophet ﷺ, who love the Prophet ﷺ and worship Allah through following him, not through blindly following their scholars and their maulanas who teach them against the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ with corrupt aqidah. This is what you should do. And if you can't find such a place, make such a place. You and a person or two or three from the community, to start a nucleus of people following the Sunnah. Don't bow down and submit to innovation and to such people who do not follow the Sunnah and want you to be submissive to whatever they say. Oh, don't do Raf' al-Yadayn. Oh, don't say Ameen loudly. Oh, don't put your hands on your chest. Don't move your finger when in tashahhud. Don't do this, don't do that. Subhanallah. What is this? Simon says, I never knew that you bought this masjid and it's registered in your name or your father's name. This is Allah's masjid. We follow the Quran and the Sunnah. What do you follow? Sheikh so-and-so, Maulana so-and-so. This is not applicable. So be wise. Try your level best to de-escalate situations and confine yourself to people who follow the same aqeedah, the same methodology of the Prophet ﷺ.